Welcome back to the Super Heavyweight YouTube channel, where in today's episode we will start a new Road to Glory FIFA 22 career mode with Leyton Orient. As you are all well aware if you've been following the channel, and if you haven't, please do like, comment and subscribe if you're new, that I would love to own my own football club, especially at the League 2 or National League level. So I thought with FIFA 22, because you can play with teams such as Leyton Orient and they're my local team, I thought we'd start a road to glory. So we're going to get straight into it. Let me just show you the squads. So please do support this career mode with Leyton Orient, and we're going to try and get them into the Premier League. So the road to glory with Leyton Orient, that's the team that I've set up with a 5-2-1-2 formation. I'm going to be honest, at this level I'm not really too aware of the talent that's out there. So of course, with regards to purchasing certain players, etc., I mean, that's going to be a bit difficult. So I'd really appreciate it if you could recommend players that would be very good at this level, and players that we could afford. I mean, if I had my own club, I would be looking at players that are playing, who aren't playing at academies, and just do an actual scouting mission at the lower leagues, YouTube teams. For example, if you go to Tonsa, they were an academy where players just upload videos of themselves and showcase their talents. And many of them, when they play academy teams, actually do really, really well. And there's a really good article on BBC Sport about Tonsa United, I believe it is. So if you do get a chance, check that out. So I'm just having a quick look at some of the scouting reports on certain players, our vision. Of course, if I was again another in charge of a football club, what I would probably also look to is to look to go abroad, especially in Africa, where some of the players are fantastic players, are very talented as well. When I was growing up playing with some of the African players, very, very talented, and many of them would go on to represent many football clubs in League One, League Two, Championship, and some of them even had trials at Premier League clubs. So we're going to continue. So we've got our first friendly. Let's just see what Darren Pratley, the former Bolton Wanderers captain, has to say. So the future's exciting, so let's just stick to that. Again, it's going to be very difficult at this level to try and find players. Ideally, we would probably just go to teams such as SE Dons, Rising Ballers, Beatties, Takers, etc. Maybe get some talent from there, or talent that has actually been released from some of the London clubs such as Arsenal, West Ham, Tottenham, players that they deem surplus to requirements. Well, we have them on board to try and put together their team. And again, AFC Wimbledon, that's I'm glad we're actually playing that as our first match, because AFC Wimbledon started from the bottom again. Even though there was a football club called Wimbledon, they merged and became MK Dons. AFC Wimbledon, because they had such a big fan base, decided to set up their own team. Fans owned by the fans, and again had a fantastic setup put together, fantastic team, and actually won promotion to the point where they actually got into, I think it may have been as far as League One or even the Championship, but then they got relegated, etc. So they're currently in League One. I think they did get to the Championship. So again, I'm glad that we're actually playing against them, because that's something we aspire to. So as I said, if you haven't supported the channel by subscribing, please do so. Please do watch the previous videos to help support the channel. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and spread the word, because remember, we're changing the game and taking over. So of course, Leyton Orient, be amazing to own Leyton Orient. So we've obviously gone with a 5-2-1-2. That'll give us a bit more defensive stability, while also giving us a number of players in that midfield position, which will help us to possibly have or counteract at least the 4-3-3 that most clubs tend to play with as well. And let's get the shot. Oh, that's a good play there. Of course, it's you think of a local derby, South London versus East London. Oh, got to make sure we get in the box. Got to have someone over. That's good defending. Well, hold up, needs support. Of course, playing the 5-3-2 means that we've obviously got the 3 centre backs with the wing backs, who, to be honest, I think are very instrumental in this formation. So need to make sure. That ball was supposed to be played around the corner. Well, that's a good ball. Oh, the keeper Vigaro comes out, and that's the playmaker Asar, the young kid who came through the youth setup and has in the last, say, 6 months done really well. So we've got to be careful. I mean, we've dominated the possession, but we haven't really got the ball forward to our strikers. Try and get them involved. Beckles in that sweeper position, the Rio Ferdinand position I call it, or the France Beckenbauer, whoever you want really. Of course, I didn't really get to see France Beckenbauer, so we'll go with Rio. Oh, that's a great ball. Oh, he's away. Smith. Oh, that's a great save by the keeper, but he's got to put that away. Of course, we've got Satiru. It's a friendly match, but really we've got to put those chances away if we're to make it into the division above us. But again, that was a great move. Pre-season, let's get our tactics right. Oh, what a header. Had to score that. I mean, a great ball into the box. The 2 strikers, the 2 Smith boys up front. One spelt with an I and one spelt with a Y. But that's a fantastic header. And look, you know, a League 1 club against a League 2 club. So I think we've done really well. Very happy with ourselves. Wood, the left back, with a great cross, the left footer. So very excited. I'm really happy about this one. And of course, normally we'd play. Oh, got to be careful. Got to concentrate. Don't want to get too overexcited, which you know the super heavyweight does at time. Great tackle, and we're away. Pratley, the captain. Good give and goal there. Needs support. Got to get the ball in the box. And that's a great goal to start off the super heavyweight era with Leyton Orient. A fantastic break. The captain, Darren Pratley, shows that quality. I mean, he played in the Premier League, and that was a great goal there by Smith. I haven't been to watch a Leyton Orient game for a while, actually. I know Harry Kane has sponsored them, but they look like they have new sponsors now. Gets in front of his defender, gets in front of his marker, sorry, and that's a great finish there by Smith, who wasn't actually in the original side. I mean, when the original squad was out, I had to make a few changes, and of course I've brought him in, wearing that famous number 7 shirt. Most of you think it's David Beckham, but actually became famous by Eric Cantona. Of course, I'm sure there's other players that made him famous, but in recent memory, just got to be careful here that we don't undo that good work. Oops. Well, that's poor defending. Oh, that's poor. That's I can't believe it. Just straight through the middle. That's why I've got a 5-2-1-2. Maybe I should just, rather than bring a player over, but that's a fantastic finish. The Wimbledon, AFC Wimbledon fans are very happy. There, where's Vigaro going? Of course, I haven't played for a while, so I'll put that down to that excuse. But that's a fantastic finish by Mabuda. But Vigaro's got to do better in that situation. But look, it's a great game for the neutrals. 1-1. Wood looks a really good player here. As a left back, Pratley. There to Riley, who gives us a bit more physical presence in that midfield with the experience of Pratley and the footballing ability of Clay. I think that's a really good midfield. Got to win that tackle. Vigaro. Great defending. Sorry, Beckles with a great tackle, and again we bring the ball out. Of course, in this formation, the centre backs are absolutely crucial because they're going to have a lot of the ball. They need to make sure that A, they can bring it out, but recycle it in such a way that they can. It's a good ball into the box. Oh, it's a great interception there and blocked by the AFC Wimbledon players. But we're getting a lot of joy down the wings with the left back and the right back really pushing forward. And that's what we want them to do. We don't need them to be defending because we have enough cover there, even though for the goal that probably wasn't very good. Clay, can he get a good ball in there? Can. Oh, that's an overhead kick by Smith. And there's going to be more goals to come in this match. I can just envisage it with all the offensive play and our defensive vulnerabilities. But it's a great game. I mean, if we can just get into the half without having conceded, and if you do get a chance, I did watch a really good documentary on BBC iPlayer making I think it's Mac. Oh, that's a great ball. Oh, he's really got to score that. That's Smith with a oh, can't believe it. That's a chance. What a through ball there. The Wimbledon defence. I mean, that's a defence splitting pass. And oh, I like the sponsors, Football Manager for AFC Wimbledon. But oh, that really should have been 2-1 going into half time. And Smith missed a really good chance that on another day he'd probably end up scoring. I mean, Leyton Orient, when Barry Hearn was in charge of them, had a very good team and actually lost the playoffs to a Rotherham, I believe. They were 2-0 up at the time. Keeper, gotta get that. Yeah, too easy though. I do sometimes think maybe the overall rating doesn't reflect the true ability of the player, but oh well, it is what it is. Good ball there. Can he? Oh, he's offside. But that was the right pass. Just needed to get himself back on side. But the ball had already been played. But that's good with the 4 at the back, trying to turn those the wing backs into a forward line of 4, and that will help us as long as the midfield and the defence can stay compact. That's great football there. Wasn't meant for Smith, but very mobile there. Pratty. Well, that's twice he's given the ball away. He's trying to find that $1 million pass and has just done that. Oh, that's a great... Oh, he's put it wide. How's he done that? I mean, he could have had a hat-trick here, Smith, with a wide. But he's just put that wide. I mean, a great back heel. I mean, that's some fantastic passes that we've put together. Just that slow build-up. But as I was saying, there was an opportunity for Leyton Orient to get to the championship many years ago under the leadership of the chairman, Barry Hearn, whose son, Eddie Hearn, has done a wonderful job in the world of boxing. Oh, he's going to bend it around. Oh, that's just wide. I mean, that's a great performance. I mean, really, we've got to make these chances count. Otherwise, they could prove costly. And AFC Wimbledon are ringing the changes to try and stop the attacking prowess of Leyton Orient, and of course trying to mount their own attacks. That's a good ball there. Got to be careful here though.
Still passing it around with authority.
Oh, that's good individual skill there, and he's put it wide. Got to be careful. He is a goal scorer, and he looks the one real threat that could result in Leyton Orient losing this game and AFC Wimbledon going on to win it. But it's been few and far between in terms of the chances created for Wimbledon, and will Leyton Orient look to make any substitutions? At the moment they're doing really well, but of course it's pre-season where they give a chance to other players. That's something we need to look at. But again, the wing backs are really creating a lot of space, which is then resulting in Wimbledon just being overrun really. Oh, that's a good ball. He's got to take the shot on. And that's a fantastic goal by Smith. I mean, he's looked a real danger. His off the ball movement with the other Smith, who's an absolute physical presence. And that's a great goal. And as I was saying, we've worked that ball well in midfield. It's the overload that we have down the wings because of the formation that we're playing. I like the 5-2-1-2 or the 5-4-1, which you can then, I call it a hybrid type formation, because should you be on top and playing really, really well, it would then change to a 5-2-3, for example, or even a 3-4-3 or a 3-3-4. I mean, that's why these formations, I really do like them. Of course, you need the caliber of player to be able to play this type of formation, but I think at this Leyton Orient team, a lot of physical presence in the team. But we've got to be careful because we did concede earlier on. And Pratley, oh, that's a great turn there. That's a great ball. If we can get this goal, that'd be fantastic. Darren Pratley, I mean, he's literally been all over the place. Tried to play the shot early, keeper off his line. And now Wimbledon looking to attack. It's great work there by their left wing back, Wood. And sorry, I still haven't had a chance to tell my story. Barry Hearn in charge of the club. I think it was Russell Slade was the manager, and it was a League One playoff final versus Rotherham. And Leyton Orient were 2-0 up, ended up conceding 2 goals, went to penalties and they lost. But had they won that match, I believe it was a keeper mistake in one of the goals, but these things happen. I mean, they save you many times. It's good off the ball movement as well, and they could have been in the championship. And who knows whether Barry Hearn would have sold up. And of course, they wanted the Olympic Stadium, but of course, it was always going to go to West Ham, being a Premier League club. But that would have helped. Oh, that's a good turn. Got to be careful. Oh, that could have been an own goal. Let's just, oops, see this out. Probably a dangerous throw there. Let's get that ball out wide. And that's the final whistle. That's a fantastic victory in our first match of the season. As you can see, there's a lot of positives to take out of this match. Of course, it's a pre-season friendly. However, very, very happy with the performance. I mean, Smith probably, out of those 6 attempts, could have probably had another 2 more goals. But his movement and the way he complements, the other Smith, who's a physical presence, that does really help. So that off-the-ball movement's really, really good. And of course, we need to look for players to see whether we can bring in some of the youth team players or even some young gems who are flouting in some of the lower leagues. That's what I would have done. So, of course, in my club, I would have followed the blueprint that Gymshark have done by having a lot of what's the word? A lot of people on social media who could promote the club and use them. I forgot the word actually, but you know what I'm talking about. But that's a great victory. Don't forget to use the substitutes. There's a transfer for Oji, and let's have a look. I'm not sure who Oji is. He's a centre back. He's only 19 years old, so we need to probably rebuke this transfer offer. But I'm going to be cheeky, and I'm going to see whether they will come up with 500,000. Let's start the offer at 6. Actually, let's do 6. And don't sell the player for less than. Retract actually. I think it's been rejected. Probably in the end, that was probably the best thing to do. So probably give him a chance. 19 years old, so that's a player that's one for the future. And the more games he plays, I think that I really do. So what we'll do, we'll end the episode here. Thank you for your support. Really do appreciate it. Please do continue to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to spread the word amongst your friends and family. And remember, we're changing the game and taking over.